Ever wondered why some mornings feel tougher than others, especially as you get older? What if the small, seemingly harmless habits you have every morning are actually putting your health at risk? In this video, we're going to uncover 4 dangerous morning mistakes that many people over 70 make, mistakes they often don't even realize. These habits can affect your heart, circulation, balance, and even your brain function. But here's the good news. Once you're aware of these habits, they're easy to fix. Avoiding them could mean the difference between leading a healthy, active life and facing a serious medical emergency. Make sure to watch this video until the end, because the final mistake is one that almost no one talks about, but it's one of the most dangerous. Many seniors don't even realize they're doing it, but it can significantly increase the risk of falls, dizziness, and even heart problems. By the time you finish watching, you'll have simple, actionable steps to transform your mornings and protect your health for years to come. Don't miss it. This could be the most important 15 minutes of your day. Before we dive in, I'd appreciate it if you like this video to help me continue spreading these important lessons. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend doing so and turning on the bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. Also, if you like this video, leave a 1 in the comments. If not, leave a 0 so I can improve. Now let's get started. Mistake number 1, getting out of bed too quickly. One of the riskiest things you can do in the morning is something that seems completely harmless, getting out of bed too fast. It may not seem like a big deal, but for older adults, this small habit can lead to dizziness, a sudden drop in blood pressure, and even dangerous falls. As we age, our bodies don't regulate blood pressure, balance, and circulation like they used to. After lying down for several hours, blood can pool in the lower parts of your body, especially your legs. If you sit up or stand up too quickly, your body may not adjust fast enough, causing a sudden drop in blood pressure. This condition, known as orthostatic hypertension, is one of the most common reasons seniors feel lightheaded, disoriented, or unsteady when they first get out of bed. Have you ever felt a bit off balance when getting up in the morning? Maybe your vision blurred, or you had to grab onto something to steady yourself before taking your first step? These are all warning signs that your body isn't adjusting as quickly as it should. And if you're not careful, that brief moment of dizziness could lead to a fall and a serious injury. Let me tell you about Edward, a 74-year-old man who never thought much about his morning routine. Every day he'd wake up, swing his legs over the side of the bed, and stand up immediately, something he'd done his whole life without issue. But one morning, things changed. As he stood up, he suddenly felt dizzy. Before he could react, his legs gave out for a split second and he lost his balance. Thankfully, he fell backward onto his bed instead of forward onto the hard floor. It was a close call that made him rethink how he approached his mornings. He realized that while he could handle quick movements when he was younger, things were different now. He needed to take a more cautious approach. The good news is that preventing this issue is simple and only takes a few extra seconds each morning. Here's how to safely transition from lying down to standing. Start slow. While still lying down, take a few deep breaths and gently wiggle your fingers and toes. This movement helps get your circulation going and wakes up your nervous system. Move into a seated position, slowly roll onto your side, then push yourself up into a sitting position. Let your feet rest on the floor, but don't stand just yet. Take a moment to steady yourself. Move your ankles in circles, stretch your arms, and let your body adjust. Stand up carefully. When you feel ready, rise slowly to your feet. If needed, hold on to something sturdy for extra support before taking your first step. Pause for a moment to ensure you feel balanced and steady. These small adjustments can make a huge difference in preventing dizziness, loss of balance, and falls. As you probably know, falls are one of the greatest risks for older adults. They often lead to broken bones, hospital stays, and long-term mobility issues. A simple fall can change a person's life in an instant, which is why fall prevention is so crucial. If you've been getting out of bed too quickly, it's time to rethink your morning routine. Taking just a few extra seconds to wake up your body could be the key to preventing a serious injury. Those extra moments in bed might not just make your morning more comfortable. They could protect your health for years to come. If you're still watching and finding these tips helpful, please comment 1 below to let me know you're with me. I appreciate your time and attention. Mistake number 2, skipping water in the morning. One of the most overlooked and potentially dangerous mistakes many people, especially those over 70, make is failing to drink water first thing in the morning. While it might not seem like a priority when you first wake up, your body is mildly dehydrated after a long night of sleep. And for older adults, even mild dehydration can have serious consequences, affecting everything from circulation and heart health to energy levels and brain function. Even though you're asleep, your body is still working. Your heart is beating, your lungs are breathing, and your cells are repairing and maintaining your health. During this time, you lose fluids, mostly through breathing and perspiration. By the time you wake up, your body has gone several hours without water, leaving your blood a little thicker, which slows circulation and places strain on your heart and other organs. If you don't replenish those lost fluids, dehydration can start affecting how you feel and function throughout the day. Many older adults wake up with dry mouths, stiff joints, or a lingering sense of grogginess that doesn't fade after getting out of bed. Some may even experience dizziness when standing or have trouble focusing in the early hours. So these are all signs of dehydration. If your first drink of the day is coffee instead of water, you might actually make the situation worse. While coffee can be enjoyable and has some health benefits, it's also a mild diuretic, meaning it causes your body to lose even more water. Take James, for example, a 76-year-old retiree who'd always started his mornings the same way for decades. Wake up, brew coffee, and enjoy a cup while reading the morning news. He never thought much about hydration, assuming his coffee provided enough fluid, but as he got older, he began experiencing occasional dizziness, brain fog, and mild headaches in the mornings. He chalked it up to aging, but during a routine checkup, his doctor suggested a simple change: drink a glass of water before his coffee. Within a few weeks, James felt a huge difference. He felt more alert when he woke up, his headaches became less frequent, and his overall energy levels improved. Drinking water in the morning does more than just quench your thirst. It jump-starts your metabolism, promotes healthy digestion, and helps your organs function more efficiently. Proper hydration also helps keep your blood flowing smoothly, reducing strain on your heart and lowering the risk of cardiovascular issues like high blood pressure, heart attack, and stroke. If you struggle with digestion or constipation, morning hydration can also keep things moving and make it easier to stay regular. If drinking water first thing in the morning isn't already part of your routine, start small. Keep a glass of water by your bed or in the kitchen where you'll see it as a reminder. If plain water doesn't appeal to you, try warm water with a squeeze of lemon. It aids digestion and adds a little extra flavor. The goal is to develop the habit of hydrating before you dive into coffee or breakfast. And remember, waiting until you're thirsty isn't a good strategy. By the time you feel thirsty, you're already dehydrated. Instead, start each day by giving your body the hydration it needs, and you'll likely notice improvements in your energy, circulation, and overall well-being. A simple glass of water might not seem like much, but over time, it can make a huge difference in how you feel every day. If you're still watching and finding these tips helpful, please comment too below to let me know you're still with me. Thank you again for your valuable time. Mistake number 3, drinking coffee before eating anything. For many, having that first cup of coffee in the morning is a cherished ritual. It signals the start of the day, and it's a comforting routine that many seniors have followed for years, if not decades. Wake up, brew a fresh cup, sip it slowly, and ease into the day. But while coffee may feel like a harmless way to jumpstart your morning, drinking it on an empty stomach can actually be one of the worst things you can do for your body, especially as you get older. When you wake up, your body is naturally in a delicate state. Your stomach has been empty for hours, your blood sugar levels are at their lowest point, and your body is just beginning to wake up from its restful period. Your digestive system is still sluggish, and your metabolism is just starting to wake up. Meanwhile, your cortisol levels, the body's natural stress hormone, are at their highest in the morning. Cortisol helps regulate your energy and prepares you for the day, but high cortisol levels can cause stress and strain, especially if your body isn't ready for it. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach can actually make this worse, amplifying the effects of high cortisol, which over time could lead to a series of negative reactions in your body. These might include feelings of anxiety, digestive discomfort, and increased stress. If this pattern continues, it may even contribute to long-term issues like acid reflux, stomach irritation, or more serious digestive problems. Have you ever felt jittery after your morning coffee or experienced dizziness or queasiness right afterward? Your body might be trying to tell you that something's off. Coffee, especially on an empty stomach, can irritate the lining of your stomach due to its acidity, leading to discomfort like indigestion, heartburn, or acid reflux. For older adults whose digestive systems may already be more sensitive, this irritation can be even more pronounced. What starts as a minor issue could evolve into a recurring problem, affecting your quality of life without you even realizing the cause. Take Robert's story, for example. A 75-year-old man who'd been following the same morning coffee routine for years. Wake up, brew a strong cup of black coffee and sip it before eating anything. It was part of his daily ritual, but he started noticing discomfort after his morning coffee. His stomach would burn, and he'd experience frequent acid reflux. At first, Robert assumed it was just part of aging or due to the spicy foods he sometimes ate. But when he spoke to his doctor, he learned that drinking coffee first thing in the morning, especially on an empty stomach, was putting unnecessary stress on his digestive system. His doctor explained that the acidity in coffee could irritate the stomach lining, especially when there's no food to buffer it. Robert made a simple change to his routine. Instead of drinking coffee immediately, he started having a small snack first, something light like a banana, a handful of nuts, or a piece of toast. Within just a couple of weeks, his discomfort significantly decreased, his acid reflux improved, and he no longer had that familiar stomach burn. He also felt more energetic without the dreaded mid-morning slump. The lesson here isn't about giving up coffee, it's about timing and moderation. You don't have to say goodbye to your morning cup, you just need to adjust when you have it. By having a small snack before your coffee, you can buffer the acidity, stabilize your blood sugar, and reduce the stress response in your body. Even a small piece of fruit, a few crackers, or a light serving of oatmeal can provide enough fuel to help your body handle coffee's effects more comfortably. When you drink coffee on an empty stomach, caffeine is absorbed much more quickly. This rapid absorption can give you an immediate energy boost, but it's often followed by a crash that leaves you feeling tired, irritable, and sometimes even anxious. Eating first slows down the absorption of caffeine, leading to a more consistent and steady release of energy. This can help you feel calmer, more balanced, and more energized throughout the day. If you've noticed that coffee leaves you feeling jittery, anxious, or uneasy, it's probably because your body is reacting to the caffeine more intensely on an empty stomach. Having a small snack before your coffee helps create a more gradual release of energy, which is easier on your body. You'll find that your energy levels stay more consistent and you won't experience that sharp drop in energy that often leads to frustration and fatigue. Before you reach for that first cup of coffee tomorrow, ask yourself, have you fueled your body with something first, even if it's just a light snack? A small change in your routine could protect your stomach, balance your energy, and improve your overall well-being. It's a simple habit, but it can make a world of difference in how you feel throughout the day. Your morning coffee can still be the boost you need. It just needs a little help from a thoughtful change in how you approach it. If you're still watching and finding these tips helpful, please comment 3 below to let me know. If you're still with me, I'd love to hear from you. Please drop a comment with a 1 below to let me know you're still watching. Thank you so much for your time. Now, let's talk about mistake number 4, ignoring morning stiffness and rushing to move too quickly. This is something many people, especially after 70, tend to overlook, and it can be more dangerous than it seems. It's easy to wake up, feel a little tightness in your joints, and think it's just a normal part of aging. Many people push through it and get moving quickly, not realizing that it can lead to serious problems like injuries or falls. Here's the thing. Your body goes through significant changes while you sleep. As you rest, your muscles and joints can stiffen due to less movement and circulation. This is especially true as we age because the body produces less synovial fluid, which is essential for lubricating your joints. Without enough fluid, your joints feel stiff and less flexible when you wake up. This means your body isn't fully ready for movement as soon as you get out of bed. A sudden twist, step, or even standing too quickly can increase your risk of falling or straining something. And while it may seem like no big deal at first, repeated strain can lead to chronic pain, loss of mobility, or even a major accident that changes your daily life. Think about the last time you woke up with tightness in your lower back, knees, or shoulders. Did it go away after a few minutes, or did you brush it off as just a part of getting older? Ignoring that stiffness can actually have long-term effects like decreased flexibility and more frequent aches. It also makes you more likely to experience a fall. Take Walter, for example. He's 78 years old and has always been active. He never thought much of his morning stiffness, so he didn't do anything about it. He powered through, thinking that simply moving around would loosen him up. Then one morning, as he was heading to the bathroom, he lost his balance and fell hard on his hip. That one fall turned his whole life upside down, requiring months of recovery. All because he didn't take a few extra minutes to properly wake up his body. The good news? Preventing this mistake is simple and only takes a few extra minutes each morning. Start by gently waking up your joints while still in bed. Wiggle your fingers and toes, rotate your ankles, and stretch your arms overhead. Try some slow, controlled movements, like bringing your knees toward your chest or doing small leg lifts to loosen up your hips and lower back. When you're ready to sit up, do it gradually. Roll your shoulders, take some deep breaths, and do some light stretching before standing. If you feel unsteady, use a sturdy surface like the edge of the bed or a dresser for support. Taking it slow in those first few moments can make all the difference in preventing unnecessary strain on your body. Also, be mindful of your surroundings. If you need to use the bathroom, make sure the lighting is good to avoid tripping. Keep something stable nearby for support and avoid rushing. Your body needs time to adjust from rest to movement, so giving it that time can significantly reduce your risk of injury. A few extra minutes of gentle stretching and intentional movement can mean the difference between starting your day feeling stiff and unsteady or moving with ease and confidence. Maintaining your mobility, independence, and overall health isn't just about staying active. It starts with how you treat your body when you first wake up. So next time you feel stiffness in the morning, don't ignore it. Take a moment to warm up your joints and gently prepare your body for movement. Those small efforts could make a huge difference in your overall health and well-being. As we wrap up, I'd love to know what's one thing you learned from this video that you'll incorporate into your daily routine. Whether it's taking extra time to ease out of bed, starting your morning with water, eating before your coffee, or gently waking up your body. These little changes can make a big impact on your health. Drop a comment below and share one thing you'll practice starting tomorrow. We'd love to hear from you, and your insights might even inspire others. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more tips to help you live a healthier, more active life. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.